Hey guys, it's Xavier Kelly, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through how to set up a Taboola account and also how to set up a campaign and the best practices and the way to be able to do this. So if most of you don't know what Taboola is, it's basically as a native advertisement platform. So as you see right here, you can put your ads on big sites like M&S and other different categories. I think it's over a couple tens of thousands right now. So you can be able to do that. And as you see from the advertising, 88% of the United States internet users, they reach over 1 billion unique globally every month. So there is a ton of traffic on here. So there's a lot of stuff you can possibly do. And also too, majority of their users come from, I don't know if I can show it on here right now. They might not have it, but majority of their users come from actually from mobile. So 52% and then 48%. So it's a good, interesting metric, and really to be able to for you to be able to understand exactly what you can do on here. There's tons of stuff you can do. So let's get straight into it. And I see you in the inside. So what we're gonna do is head over to the home page. So just click here, and then we're gonna we basically if you haven't already created an account or you don't have an account already, you can basically go over to just right on the home page and do start campaign. It's very simple. They walk you through the whole process. I'm basically going to meet you at step 2 of creating the campaign. So that's where I'm going to meet you at right there. But just from the first thing you need to do is set up an email, a first name, a last name, set up your country and your website. And then if you don't have a website and you're just going to send it to a different platform that you plan to use, like YouTube, or if you're selling a course on Udemy, you can do that as well. But also you can put your company name and do some other information. But I'm gonna meet you at the create campaign page right here because I want to log in. But for those who do have an account, let's go ahead and head over and log in. And also too, you can pause the video anytime as well, if you need to see what I'm doing or anything like that as well. And also guys, just a quick note. If many of you don't know who I am, I'm Xavier Kelly. I'm a digital seller, a digital marketing specialist, and a WordPress and online web developer. Basically, I help different people online create digital presences and actually be able to help them sell their digital service or digital products online. And that's basically what the YouTube channel is about. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe right now. Head over to my channel and just push this button right here and just subscribe, so you can get updates on other information such as me showing videos of me really creating digital products and showing how to walk you through and also how to sell them. So let's head back over. So as we get into the account and you log in, you can see this is my dashboard. I've just been testing around, playing around, and this is kind of what I got. Almost 9 million impressions, low click-through rate, but there's also 6 other items on the page as well for them to click onto. But it's still you can see it's good too as well. There's other items all over the page to do, and I've spent just about $31 in over the last 7 days and got almost 3,000 clicks. And as you see, if I change it around, you can see different things too as well, the prices and everything. I would say another competitor to Taboola is Outbrain. They're pretty good too as well, but Taboola has better actual targeting. Obviously, the targeting is not as good as Google AdWords, where you can actually target those locations, but they're working on that. Basically, you see some of my accounts which are running. I'm basically doing a lot of tests right now, and I'm gonna do a whole nother video on testing it out. But let's go ahead and go over to Campaign Manage, which is right here, and we're gonna get straight into creating the actual campaign. And then they'll show you all your campaigns, and this is basically the screen where you go and actually create your campaigns and manage your campaigns. So all you have to do is click this new campaign button. So as we get onto the new campaign page, the first thing you want to do is actually create your campaign name, and let's just do test campaign. Let's just do test, and then your branding text. This is what is at the bottom of the actual page. So as you can see on this little guy right here, where it says right here where your branding is, this is basically who is it from. So if you have a company, put your company name. Or if you have some iconic figure like a certain person who's doing a course, anything that you want to really push out, do that. For me, I just do mine because I'm really trying to push out and actually trying to promote myself and my personal branding. So I just put Xavier Kelly. This could be your company or your personal brand, and then you can go through and set a time frame So if you basically know you have a campaign coming up and you don't want to start it now and you want to be able to optimize it just between now and then, you can do it from, and you just go click the date that you want to do. Let's just test one out right here. So let's do the 25th, and then we have it stop. Basically we'll have it stop and run until May 31st. And we had like a course we were trying to sell and promote, like a pre-order, anything like that. So for countries, depending on what country you're trying to reach and what languages your product or your content that you're trying to promote is in, then you can choose based off of that. You can't choose off of languages just yet, but I'm pretty sure that they'll probably be rolling this feature out hopefully pretty soon. Hopefully in this next year or so, they'll be upgrading their targeting and making it a lot more better. One thing I did say that they did really well was be able to, now you can go in and block publishers, which you couldn't do before, which is very good, and you can actually target different operating systems and platforms. And a little bit, I hope they make it so you can actually choose that you only want to be on a certain amount of certain publishers, or do targeting groups for each publisher, so you have better targeting, so you can get better results. So let's go through and let's do United States. And you also can do regions too. Like if you want to do the whole North America, that is possible too. But this is what I usually do right here. I usually do United Kingdom, Australia, and then I might go and do the Philippines, and then from there I do a little bit of Canada, because a portion of my audience is in Canada. And then from Canada, so actually spelled it wrong. And then from there I go in. I usually go from here, and then I usually everything I put on here. I might also put India as well. I have a pretty good big size buying audience in India who buy a lot of my courses and stuff as well. So that's kind of where I would go right there, and actually who actually download my books. A lot of people do from India, but these are my main one actually in order: United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Philippines, Canada, and India. This is kind of how my map up. I usually don't do smartphones, but I'm running tests on it right now to see which one converts better between desktops and smartphones and tablets. There's not that many tablets out there, so you can leave that on, because you get the same experience for most things on most pages as a tablet, as a desktop. But I usually just take off smartphones for right now, and then I run a separate campaign just specifically for them. So let's do that. So we can do different iOS. We do Android. We do Mac OS, Windows. So let's just do Windows if we just want to do Windows people. We do certain different things. So this really helps out too. If you have like certain software you're trying to do free downloads for, or anything like that, and your software only works with Windows 10, you can easily go in there and unclick all of these right here, and only get people who have Windows 10 to be able to target them. Or different things of like different, you have anything alone, especially even the operating industry and doing any content around that, you can be able to do that. So then you can target through that right there as well. And then also too, if you have an app, obviously you can go through any app you have. If you only have an iPhone app, then you can go through and target only iPhones. Or if you have an iPhone and Android app, you can only you can target iPhone and Android app users. And then the block, what do you call it? They have a huge list on here. You can go load through. So if you want to block, to say you want to block this person, and then you want to go through and block some other people. But what you can do as well is also on another page, which I'll show in another video. Go through and you can add all the people you want to on that page, and just click you don't want to actually want to show it on their pages no more. And then you get into the budget. So let's say we block those 2 people, and then usually depending on what you're playing around with, I would say the best thing is to start with just something simple, such as something between 3 and 5 cents. They'll recommend a little bit more, but to be honest, I've got pretty good results between those numbers right there, and I actually got results on 1 cent as well. So it just kind of depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to sell something, I'll say specific more of the product wise, I'll go between 3 and then 10 cents, somewhere between there. Mostly around 5 and to 3. That's where I would stay. But if you're doing something like you have a free download that anyone can download, and you're trying to get a lot of users, then I'll go 1%. So let's say for us, this is go 3 cents. And then prove this right here, perfectly fine. They'll still run your ads, and then you do a spend limit. So you can do one over a whole month or entire campaign. So for us, we have a certain time limit, so let's do it over an entire campaign. So it could be something easy as only $60 or even $30 a day. And then you can do a balance. You can do it accelerate where it runs as fast as possible. You do it strict where you only want certain amount working at a certain amount. You basically only can get, so let's say if you have a daily cap and you want daily cap to be 2, you don't want it to be any higher than 2, but it does get be might go 25% higher, but no higher than 2. So then you can basically keep it, do 2 right there per day. But I usually do it balanced because I want to go evenly across the whole account, except if I'm doing like a YouTube video that I want to push out and try to get into the SEO ranking, which is a whole nother strategy we can talk about later. I use accelerated, and then user tracking codes. You can set this up in the actual settings as well, or you can change it each one. They actually save each one for each time you go through, so I enter this right here. You can do some comments in addition. I haven't really tried using this and coming to them, but it is an option you can possibly do. The next thing we're going to go to is the confirmation page. Just go over and click on continue. And then over here, it's just going to go through and review everything that you did. And you can see right here really easily as well. And then you just put submit campaign. And now this right here is the part right here where we actually go through and do our campaign inventory. So let's head over to my blog over here. And then let's say that we wanted to advertise this last blog I did, which you should go check out too as well if you need help defining your audience online. Pretty good article, question and answer as well. But yeah, let's say we're going to do this one. So one cool thing that they do, if you go ahead and if you already have images on the page and you click in, you actually put in your address, put in your address that you want to actually link to, where you want to send users to, and you push add. And also too as well, if you just push more people in here down the line, you can create multiple different ads. I can show you that really quick. Let's put an ad to my YouTube, to this video on my YouTube channel right here. And let's do that, and then you can do add, and then it'll create 2 different ones right there. If you see, it'll create 2 ads as well, so you can upload multiple and do multiple different ads, and it'll pull in the images as well. Now, one thing that I do recommend that you do change these images, and also change the text, and maybe even change the URL to get people, not change the URL, but change the text, the title, and the thumbnail to get more people to click on it. They have a couple, like if you look on here, they have a couple of different best practices that they do. It's pretty simple how they go through it. So first of all, you really want to get an image that is 600 pixels to 500 pixels, and just to get the right size for them. This is the size that they like the most. And then, so you can do that. You do this on Canva right here. Then most things get very personalized, they show, and then do very clean shots. And that's one thing. This right here has been tested with them, and I've went through and tested kind of both sides of this too as well. And I can tell you that this best practices works really well. Now, the avoid clip art, this right here is very questionable. I've had equally good results doing this, but it depends on, because I realize you do this right here, you might not get the same amount of reach, but you'll get better prospects, and you'll get actually more signups or whatever you're trying to do. So I've done that before. So also, yeah, this is pretty simple. Obviously, we're gonna go through and we're gonna make our all our titles eye-catching, and we're gonna really focus on, like, we're gonna really do list to list. Works pretty well. You can do as well, something to really work on too. And then this goes through. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description for this right here. It's pretty simple, and it goes through a lot of different things that you possibly can do, and just a good way to help you get started. Even through A/B testing, you should always create 2 of the same ad as well and test them out, see which one works, what one works better. And I would do just 2 ads in every single campaign you do, and one will be your actual A, and one will be your B. So the A one will be your standard ads that you run, that you actually want to run continuously, and B will be the one you're testing. And then eventually, if your B performs better than your A in the time limit that you proceed, which would be between 7 days to 2 weeks, then you switch them out, and you do the same process over and over. And like I always said, testing is everything when it comes to marketing. If you can't test it, then you probably shouldn't do it. Testing is everything. So let's head over and actually create an image. So for this one right here, I actually have an image right here, as you can see. I'm in Canva right now, and very free tool. I have the actual pro version. I'll link down to that too as well if you guys want to check that out. But on here too, what makes it different, you can actually change the dimensions up, but that you can't do in the free one. But you can easily just put the dimensions in from the start. So what I like to do is make it, so I'm going to make it 1200 by 1000. Guys, I make it a lot bigger so I can work on just a more detailed approach. And then we're going to fix this up. Maybe move this image around a little bit. Okay, I like that. And then just move this over, and you can easily create basically all of your basically all of your designs in Canva for free. You don't need the pro one, but you can do it all for free, and you can create all your banners. And then all you need to do is really just JPEG and just download. But you do need to watch out, because one thing they do want you to do, as you see right here, it can't be more than 1 megabyte. So try to really work on your image size and not making it too big, but also try not to make it too small where it's pixelated as well. So it's kind of need to do a perfect balance. And then all you would do from there is go back to your campaigns, and this is for this one. Then you can add the actual URL, or you can upload a file straight to their server. So then we will come back and then go to downloads, and then as you see, my size is 804K, and that's why I kind of like that size. You can stay underneath it but still get good resolution. Push OK. And then let's do an error, so let's go back and do it again. And then I think it's still loading right now. I'm gonna refresh the page just to check it out. It seemed like they're having an error right now. As this page loads back up as well. Guys, also too, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe as well. Like head over to the channel and subscribe. Very so much greatly appreciated. So let's go back and try to upload it again. And then as we wait for this to finish, seems like he's having a problem just loading right now, but yeah. So guys, I figured out the problem. Right now, Taboola is having an issue with just on their just uploading right now. But just a quick way to get around it. I went onto my website, and I just basically put my file up here, took my URL address, and then I just came back over here and I just entered it in there. So you still are able to do it. They're gonna work on this. By the time you watch this video, it'll probably be fixed, and you just push OK and you save it, and that's how you do that right there. And then you still have your URL. So right here, right here, I'll say how to promote it online, and I'll say in 10 days. Just make it a little bit. You can go through and add your titles and really follow. Make sure you guys follow this list right here too as well. It's a good way to start off with. And then I'll have some type of document up pretty soon on exactly what my findings were, and also some best practices help you as well. But this is just help you get started. So then from there, you just save it and you just do edit properties, and then this just goes back. If you want to go back and change anything, then we can save this back again. And then just if you want to change anything like that, and that's what that's for. And then we're gonna go back and we're gonna save. Also too, when you do that, it automatically, if you do edit properties, it'll still save these as well, as you can see. Then you go through here and just push finish, and then you'll be done for yours. It'll be saved, and then basically you'll be done with everything that you have to do to set up a campaign. And then all you have to do now is just wait for the review process, and then you can easily come back in here into the campaign manage tab, click on yours, and just click edit right here to edit the campaign properties. You can do right here to edit the campaign inventory, or right here to edit the inventory. And then you have your dates and everything. You can change these right from the front. And this right here will take you to just basically to your campaign summary. And this right here is where you would go through, and then you have a whole bunch of sites listed here, and you can go back and you can change them. I can show you on one of my other accounts right here how to do this. And this right here really helps you basically be able to make it more targeted until they add that option. and actually start grouping their sites into certain industries for you already. But this is just a way to get around it. So as we do like on this one right here, just click it, and then we'll go to buy sites, and then on here you can easily go through and just stuff that you don't want your sites on. Yes, you can go through as it loads up, and then you go through here and you can see basically you can do by most impressions. And then what I usually do is just go through kind of just to see what's on this site and see if I want my stuff on this site, and if not, then basically what I would do, I would just exit out of it and I would just basically cancel it. So as you see right here, I don't know, I don't do anything for anime, but if you did, this be something you might want to keep and this be good for you. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and just block this person. And the same thing too as well, like if you want to do stuff like your like all your campaigns, you can do that as well, because all my stuff are kind of in the same niche. So like so this right here will probably block, and then you can easily go through and just do it over time to like go through every single one of these that you don't like or that you do want on here, and you can just block the ones that don't fit what you're doing. It does take a lot of time, but over time you can get a very good niche area, and you can be able to niche down and until they get to the point where they can be able to group the sections, group the websites into sections, and for you can be able to have better targeting. So guys, so basically if you like that video, go ahead and give me a like on this video, and also comment down below telling me the stuff you plan to actually use with Outbrain or Taboola, different services what you plan to advertise for. Is going to be for service or for a digital product. Just let me know, and different tips you may have. And don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. So right on the channel, right here. And also too, I'm gonna leave a link at the very end to be somewhere over here for you to be able to check out my new ebook that I just released. It's about basically how to find your target audience, and you can do it in less than 30 minutes. It's really easy to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that up for you too as well, and so you can set up, and it's free as well. So if you have any questions, just go over to this right here. I'm gonna leave this down in the description. It'll also be in the video, and then you go over here and just put your full name and email, and then you can get the ebook and you'll be sent right to your email. Thank you guys for watching. I see you in the next one.